Hello, my witchy friends. It's Victory ASMR. And today I have adopted my very own kitchen witch. A kitchen witch is a type of poppet that you hang in your kitchen or near your hearth, and it's purported to bring you good luck and prosperity at the heart of your home. Now, my grandmother had one, and when I saw that Sharon, the owner of Bobble and Hag, makes handmade kitchen witches, I knew that I had to get one custom made for me. So I will put all of the links that you need in the description if you'd like to go and get your own lovely little kitchen witch to hang up in your home or at your altar or anywhere. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the history of the kitchen witch and about Sharon's amazing business as I unbox this beauty. So without further ado, let's open up her little home here. So it comes lovingly packaged, and there's a little bit of extra stuff in here that we're gonna take a look at together. I also got some stickers. Sharon on her website talks a lot about how the likeness for kitchen witches is often pulled from the image of Baba Yaga, and we know Baba Yaga as a witch who traveled in a mortar and pestle, and she often had a very striking countenance, which is part of the inspiration for how kitchen witches look. So there's a little note that comes with each order, and there's the logo. It's such a beautiful design. I love it so much. And it says Bobble and Hag, established 2022, handcrafted kitchen witch. And here's some of her information here. So, artist and doll maker Sharon Stahl, Bobble and Hag at gmail.com, and check out her Instagram as well. And there's a very cute little note. It says, "Thank you so much for supporting my small business and craft. I hope that Josephine serves your household well. Blessed be Sharon." And she absolutely will. So one of the most exciting things about this was that I got to pick the colors that she wore, and I added a little bit of a custom thing, which I'll show you in a moment. But the name Josephine is so beautiful. I love it so much. So there's a bit of a personal history to how Sharon started making these dolls. There was a Scandinavian kitchen witch doll that her Nana had hanging in her kitchen, and she just loved her. You can see a picture of the original kitchen witch on Sharon's website, but it was passed on through the years, and then Sharon ended up with her, and she's just this precious, beautiful doll named Elvira. But it really starts the same way for a lot of people I know who have kitchen witches. A grandmother or mother would have them in their kitchen, and the fascination grew from thence onwards. So in this beautiful little bobble and egg bag here, I've got a couple stickers that I'm going to show you. Okay, so they're in this little plastic bag here. And I'm really excited to put these on my laptop. I am of the type that puts a lot of stickers on my laptop. So the first one is just of a traditional kitchen witch. Really, really cute. I love that she's even illustrated the little tag that comes on the kitchen witch. But this is so adorable. And these are really high quality stickers. Like, I'm super duper impressed. So there's the first one. The second one is of Baba Yaga's hut. So if you know the folklore mythology surrounding Baba Yaga, you know that she travels in a house that is on top of chicken legs. So she's always able to move around quickly. But I am of Slavic origin, so I am quite deeply connected to the Baba Yaga tale. I absolutely love this image. I have it everywhere, and I even have a whole book just on the symbolism behind Baba Yaga and her tales. I'll link that video where I review the book in the description. And there's also two really gorgeous just face stickers of the different kitchen witches. I love that she makes the Wicked Witch version as well. The popular culture has really put an image of into our minds. There's something so enchanting about the Wicked Witch of the West to me, so I love her. I hope to add her to my collection eventually. Actually, I'd really love to have a green kitchen witch as well. Maybe like an altar witch or something. And the last one is just an adorable little Bobble and Hag logo sticker. And yeah, this is definitely going to go on my laptop or even on like a notebook or something. They're just really lovely quality stickers. Sharon also does beautiful, beautiful art on her Instagram under Coffee Locks, and I will link that as well. You must go check her out. She's currently doing Peachtober and doing some of the most adorable illustrations I've ever seen. must go. Okay, so those are the stickers. We'll just set them over here. Now, underneath all of this crinkly, loose paper, our friend awaits us. So we're just going to gently remove some of this. I love that she has like a grand reveal underneath all of this paper. And it also makes really, really lovely noises, along with being quite cushiony. Okay, we'll set that aside. And here she is. She's so, so beautiful. There's this handy dandy little string here so that you can put her up anywhere that you wish. And she comes with a little information tag, which I'm going to just pick up here. So on your little information tag, which feels almost like an adoption certificate. I love it so much. It says the model, so it's Josephine. It's the style of the model, and it's signed by Sharon. And it says, "May this witch serve your family well for generations to come. Blessed be." Blessed be. Then if you open it up, there's all of this lovely lore. It says the lore of the kitchen witch. So let's read it. The history of the kitchen witch is shrouded in mystery. While exact origins are unknown, the earliest mention of these poppets can be traced to northern European regions, specifically Germany and Scandinavia. Traditionally, the kitchen and hearth are regarded as the spiritual center of the home, an alchemical hub where magic is made through the transformation of raw elements into new, nourishing substances. It is believed that a poppet in the hearth of the home will bring good luck, ward off bad spirits, and inspire productivity and safety in the kitchen. According to folklore, the benefits of a kitchen witch include preventing foods from burning, milk from souring, pots from boiling over, and sauces from spilling. She will help cakes bake and breads rise, and also ensure ideal mixing of ingredients and spices. And then it says, enjoy. So that is the lovely little write-up on the lore of the kitchen witch. And so these tags come with all of them, and I just think they're so cute. I will be keeping this along with all of the other little papers and literature that she includes. Now here is the beautiful Josephine, and I really wanted her to look a little bit autumnal, because if you know me, I mean you do if you're here, I love the autumn season, and I also love Sylvia Townsend Warner's book, Lolly Willows, which is this very autumnal story of a witch moving to a cottage in the part of this coven. So I wanted her to be a little like Lolly, and Sharon is so incredible and really like accommodating and excited about making the witch the perfect version of what you want it to be. So she has this beautiful, super realistic like feeling and just lovely, the way that it's sculpted face with these really jolly cheeks. And she's holding this beautiful broomstick, and her hands are fully sculpted and feel just as real as her face. And she's got these really adorable little green sleeves. They're like this dark green color. And she's wearing what we would call a babushka of sorts around her head, just a headscarf covering her ears. And there's a bunch of different textures going on here. So there's the brown waistband of her skirt, and then her actual skirt, which is this beautiful burnt orange color. I love it so much. It has such a nice texture and pattern. It's kind of like geometric. And a little apron of sorts, which is this beautiful floral pattern on the outside of her outfit. But one of the really neat things about her is that she has a removable witch hat. So I asked Sharon if I could get a witch hat attached, like have it be able to be removed or put on depending on the time of year. So during Samhain, or when we're in the autumnal cycle on the wheel of the year, I'll have her little witch hat on, which is attached by magnets. And when I feel as though I just want her to be a sweet little kitchen witch without a witch hat, it's fully removable. So extremely cute. I really wanted to have both versions of the kitchen witch. And Sharon figured out a way how to do it very, very quickly. So she's an amazing artist. So part of the appeal, I think, of kitchen witches is not only the nostalgia for me, but just how mysterious the history is. Even if you just go and do a very cursory search on Google, you'll note that there's really not a lot written about them, though tons of people owned them. But this is one of the coolest things about Bauble and Hague, is that it does something that no one else is doing. Most of the kitchen witches out there are really old and really expensive, and they're really heirlooms in a lot of people's families. So I'm hoping that I can introduce all of my friends and family to the folklore of the kitchen witch if they're not familiar already. And soon everyone I know will have tiny little kitchen witches in their houses. That's ultimately my goal. So every one of you should also have a kitchen witch in your house, because these are so beautiful. Last but not least, she has tiny little boots. Look how small these little boots are. They are so small, and they are so cute. This cute little, like, pointy boot at the bottom here, And they're kind of like a fun little surprise if you see her from behind. You go, she has boots. Oh my goodness. Okay, so because this is, after all, Big Bray ASMR, and we do a lot of history here, I thought it might be interesting to read you all the entry for poppets, which is technically what our friend Josephine here is, to give you a little bit more of a picture of where she came from, why she exists, why she's so cool. So I have my encyclopedia of witches, witchcraft, and Wicca, and inside we'll just turn to the section on poppets. Put my candle out of the way here. So it's quite a long entry, but I think it will help contextualize the rich and variegated history of the kitchen witch. So a poppet in general is a magical doll made for spell casting and ritual magic. In spell casting, the doll can substitute for the person who is the object of the spell. This is a different use than the symbolic folkloric story of the kitchen witch, but this is a version of the poppet. Life is breathed into poppets, sometimes by blowing into the doll's mouth through a straw. Thus, the poppet takes on a magical life of its own and activates the spell. It talks about curses, the Salem witch trials, and how a lot of the accused witches were said to have used poppets, actually. It says that not all poppets have negative purposes, and this is the part of this section that I wanted to talk about. For example, they're made for healing, prosperity, and love spells as well. A healing poppet might be attached with certain herbs, stones, or crystals intended to facilitate the healing. And a really interesting fact, if you're super interested in poppets, the Museum of Witchcraft in Boscastle, Cornwall, England, has an extensive poppet collection that includes a good luck and protection poppet made for the home. Something like our kitchen witch friend right here. The poppet had been walled into a chimney of a cottage and was discovered during restoration work. The chimney, as part of the hearth, represents the heart and well-being of the home. So much closer to this idea of the kitchen witch. Also, in ritual magic, poppets are substitutes for aspects of god and goddess and used in rituals and to activate certain energies. One of the most common poppets for such purposes is the Biddy or Pretty doll, made at Imbolc, part of the Wheel of the Year, in honor of Saint Bride and to welcome spring. It says that the Pretty doll is made of natural materials, twigs and straw for the body, pine cone for the head, rushes for hair, pebbles for eyes, silk for the dress, and shells for decorations. And it's traditionally done by women, and they sing a song to call in goddess energy for fertility and healing. The doll is then placed in a decorated carriage and taken to a home adjacent to her final destination, where she will be given to the land. All of the ritual participants enter the home except the one who carries the doll. The door is knocked upon 3 times, and the doll is welcomed in 3 times, entering upon the 3rd. She remains in the home overnight and then is given to the land. So there's a lot of different stories and legends and folkloric connotations surrounding poppets, like the kitchen witch. I think that's part of why the history is so muddled and unclear. But there's something truly magnificent and magical about having something in your home that connects you to generations of witches and even just people before you who really believed in having something that brings this sense of good luck, of warmth to the house, to the kitchen, to the center of activities and creation. So I'm really excited to hang her up and pass her down through the generations. I think that she's really an heirloom. So if you want to have an heirloom quality kitchen witch, I highly recommend that you check out Sharon's work. You will treasure your lovely little kitchen witch for decades and decades. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate all of you being here. And if you made it to the end of this video, you're the best. Please consider subscribing and joining the coven. We are a very friendly and welcoming bunch. We'd love to have you. Now I hope that you have the loveliest, most cozy sleep, and I'll see